wants to give the intro? Here, I'll do it. Welcome back to
Good morning.
welcome back to the Boats and O's podcast. Welcome back to a quieter Boats and O's podcast. My name's Corey. I'm joined by Dom and Bailey.
Yeah.
No.
Bailey's not here again. Yeah, Bailey's gone.
Yes, I am. I'm right here.
I mean, you're not with us though, Bailey. Now are you?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's because
exactly.
my car still broke.
You poor child. When are you gonna get it fixed, or are you getting a new car? Like, what are you doing?
It's going in today.
All right.
To the auto repairman.
To the mechanic.
Mechanic.
Yeah, to the mechanic.
Mechanic.
Yeah, it's like a magician, but for cars. The
Yeah,
mechanic.
right.
The car magician.
Whoa, there's a yellow.
Corey, I got your message 2 minutes ago.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, the past week has been quite the joke, honestly. So, Bailey, let me walk you through this, okay?
Huh?
Let me walk you through something.
Hold on. Give me un moment.
Bailey's so lame.
Por favor.
He's so lame.
He's probably just doing some more fucking algebra.
Yeah, fucking calculus or something.
Fucking calculus.
Oh, Jasmine.
What a dumb man.
Just hear Jasmine in the background screaming.
Yeah. Little meow cat.
Rattle, skedaddle.
What? Jasmine.
Cat noise.
Cats make some pretty cool noises.
Cats definitely do.
Is Bailey back yet?
Almost.
Bailey's been here.
Technical
like the
difficulties. I'm
entire
sorry.
time.
That's okay. Oh, I didn't. Wait. You completely mistitled this one.
Oh.
It's still
Corey,
titled
how
Fuss
could you?
Young Mel Eats Spicy
Spicy
Salad.
Rubian. You should just label
Alright.
this when everyone's tired. Send help.
Yeah, right.
What are you walking me through?
The
How
last week.
everything's a goddamn joke.
Jasmine, you do something, I'm gonna kick you out of the house. Everyone's
Can't kick
fucking
me out of my
tired.
own house though.
Help. You
I
kick
live here.
Jasmine out. Okay, so let's start. Where should we start, Dom? Probably. Saturday.
Yeah.
So last Saturday, right? Dom had the day. Let me start on Friday. Okay, so on
Friday's the
Friday,
day.
let me walk you through what my life has been like. I don't know about Dom, but my life in the past 6 days has been kind of crazy. So Friday we ended up dropping Kenzie off at college, and so I took the day off of work to help my parents and her drive all the way down to Cedar City, and then unload all the stuff, and then come back up. And so that wasn't that bad. And then that was the end of Friday, and then Saturday, Dom had it off because he was on a camping trip, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
And
indeed.
so I get into work and everything's normal, kind of. Dom's not there, but it's whatever. And so we start working. The day goes on. We're going good. Everyone starts showing up for the night shift. Everyone, morning shift starts leaving. Normal stuff. And me and Chris are online. We're getting dinner ready. We started going, and Brandon was supposed to be in sometime around 4 or so. He showed up, and then I asked for a couple of desserts. And then he told CJ to finish them, and he went outside. And we're like, okay, he's just taking a break or something, you know. But he was out there for like 30 minutes or so, and Chris was like starting to panic. And I was like, whoa. Hold on. You don't need to call Gabe. You don't need to say anything. Just say, Dom, I feel like I'm missing something.
I wasn't there.
You weren't there. Who?
I wasn't there. CJ was there.
Did it really start? Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed. Okay, so here, we've had 3 people quit the diner in the past 4 days.
Well, no, one got fired.
One got fired.
Who
So,
got fired?
okay, ready?
We're
Okay.
getting to that.
Okay,
later.
ready. I'm sorry. I'm tired. We're all tired. The storytelling is going to take a second to get ramped up. Okay, so around 2:00, I think, Shane, he's an older dude. He's supposed to be a dishwasher. He used to work at Rhode Island Diner, all that good stuff. He showed up for his shift, and Levi was like all over the place trying to help with the bussers and the dishwasher and the back line, and like he was going crazy trying to help everyone. And Shane, Levi went up and was like asking Shane if he wanted help, blah blah blah, started helping him, you know. And then what did Levi say? He said
He asked him if he could wash. That's what I gathered.
oh yeah, Levi wanted to clean the floors off because they were really bad. He didn't want anybody to slip, and so he asked Shane if he could, because Levi was driving, Shane was catching. He asked Shane if he could squeegee the floors real fast, and Shane said, no, I don't do that. I'll do that at the end of the day. And so Levi was like, okay, well then let's switch. I'll catch, you drive. And then they switched. Levi went, squeegeed the floor, did all that good stuff, and then he like left and then came back, like left to go help the bussers, and came back and then asked Shane like if he wanted to catch or drive again, you know, like switch it out, because Levi's faster at dishwashing, so he wanted to get caught up and switch. And Shane was like, I think he said something along the lines of like, make up your fucking mind or something to Levi. And then he stormed out and he just left. And we're like, what the fuck? We thought he said, see you guys tomorrow, and then left. And we thought that he was going to show up Sunday, but he never did. And so I guess he quit. He's gone. And then later that same day, right? So we're already getting slammed. Dom's not there to help. Me and Chris are the only 2 that can work on the line. Brandon shows up and he goes outside without telling anybody for like 30 minutes while we're getting slammed. And Chris is freaking out because we're getting slammed, and because someone quit, or because someone walked out, and then because Brandon just kind of like left. And Chris is panicking. He starts calling Gabe, and I'm like, whoa, chill. We don't even know if Brandon went home. Let's just send someone out there and see if he's out there. And so we send CJ out. CJ sees him, comes back in. Brandon comes back in. Chris ends up calling Gabe and is like panicking, saying that he thinks Brandon just left, blah blah blah. Called. Gabe pulled in. They were talking to Brandon, and he came back in. He's like, guys, they're just on break. Like, I was like, yeah, I told them. Should have asked. Someone to go look, blah blah blah.
Common sense. If someone goes outside, you should go and check if they're outside before you start freaking out.
Yeah, exactly. And so, later the night goes on. We're going good. Chris is, being this dramatic little pansy.
Oh, that's Chris. Chris is good until like one thing, until he fucks up on one thing, then he's just a disaster and he's all over the place.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to keep everything going. Gabe sits down with his family, and he goes to he just wants to get some food before the rodeo, and he comes back, like we're freaking slammed. We have like 30 tickets, like between the board and the printer. And Gabe comes back in and he goes, guys, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. Where's my food? What's going on? And we looked at the table. His table's table 13. And we're like, we've had the ticket for 30 minutes. What do you mean an hour and 10 minutes? He goes, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. We're like, we've had the ticket for 30. And so it turned out that Jess just forgot to put his order in. And then she was like, hey, can you put table 13 in front of 16? She should have put it at like the beginning of the line. She missed it by that much.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that's nothing new really, but it really sucked. And so now Gabe was a little upset because he just had a guy walk out. He just had a conversation. He just got called by Chris saying that he thinks Brandon just left, even though he didn't. So now he's upset that Chris is freaking out. And then now he's upset that the food is taking forever. when it wasn't even our fault. It was Jess's fault. And then later that night, right? This was around like right before closing time because I just barely started breakdown when Brandon came over to me and he was like, "It was nice working with you. I'll see you later." And I was like, "Wait, you leaving?" And he like walked out. But earlier, Isabel, Chris, or no, what am I saying? Brandon started to get like in his head that a lot of people were saying a lot of negative things about him, like, and he didn't like that, and he said it was really hurting his idea of the diner and whatnot. And so he goes back into the walk-in. I didn't know this. I was online. I was cleaning. I didn't know this was happening. Same with CJ, but Chris and Gabe were back by the walk-in. Brandon goes there. Isabel goes back there. And when Isabel walks into the walk-in, Brandon screams at her, like yells, because he thought that Isabel's fiance was talking shit on him to Gabe, even though he wasn't. He was just like explaining stuff. And so now Isabel is completely terrified. Gabe hears it and he goes, "Get the fuck out," kicks Brandon out. They go outside. They talk. Or yell, whatever, and then they come back in.
They have a screaming match.
Yeah, they come back in. Brandon says, "I'll see you. It was good working with you. I'll see you later." I'm like, "You're leaving? What? Why?" He just kind of like nodded and walked out. And I was just like, "Okay, well, fuck." So that's 2 people in one day that just like walked out of the diner.
Mm-hmm.
And now Isabel is like almost in tears because she got scared. She didn't even want to walk to her car alone.
Yeah.
At the end of the night because she was terrified. So we clean up. Chris and Gabe come back in. Oh, I forgot something. Chris at one point told Porter to unplug the phone or to turn off the phone for a little bit so that.
Oh yeah, so that
Porter.
no to goes.
So that no to goes.
He's new boy.
Yeah. Oh,
one
I
of the
forget.
many new boys. Yeah, no, Bailey don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe. I forget. And Gabe comes. We go out. We take Victory. Brandon had left. Shane has left. Blah blah blah. Night's basically over. We just have to clean. We go out for Victory, and Gabe walks out and he goes, "So which one of you fucks unplugged the phone?" Like not word for word, but he was pretty aggressive about it. And I was like, "What? We unplugged the phone?" And Chris was like, "No, yeah, no, that was me. That was me. I told Porter to do it." Because Chris didn't want Porter to get in trouble for it, so he took all the blame, which respectful.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chris is the one who told him to do it.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
is the manager, like that's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. And Gabe was just like, "Fuck, Chris, what the fuck?" He was like walking around like, this is the most pissed I've ever seen Gabe openly.
Yeah.
Like I've heard them yell in the walk-in or like go outside and yell at each other.
Yeah.
But this was like, "What the fuck, Chris? You can't unplug the phone just because you're scared of business. What the fuck is wrong?" Like he was going off. I was just like, "Ooh," and Chris just kind of like sat there and took it.
Yeah.
For a second, and they. It's pretty funny. And so Gabe leaves. He like goes and deals with it. We go back in, start cleaning. Gabe and Chris go back outside, and they have a yelling match again. This is like the 4th time tonight that people are yelling at each other. But they sorted it out. They came back in. Gabe gave him a fist bump, and they left. Went home. Chris and Gabe went home happy, so they're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saturday was a treat. That fucking sucked. And then Friday, no, what am I saying? And then I don't know what happened Sunday. I wasn't there Sunday, but Monday, I wake up to a phone call from Dom. It was like 9 o'clock or so.
Dude, it was like 9:02. Dude, Chris was telling me because I got in there at 8. And I was like, "Fuck, man, do you think I can like potentially leave at like 3?" And he's like, "Dude, if you can call somebody and get them to cover." And I was like, "All right, I guess I'll call Corey." And Chris just keeps asking me every 10 minutes, "Have you called Corey yet? Have you called Corey yet?" And I was like, "Chris, I will call him at 9. I'm not calling him before 9 because he's gonna be asleep."
I was still asleep.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it's a good thing I didn't call you at 8 o'clock like Chris was wanting me to.
Yeah, and so I wake up to like like right next to my head. I wake up, I see it's Dom. I'm like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What's up, dude?"
The fuck does he want this early in the goddamn
Yeah, and he was
morning?
like, he asked me if I could come in to cover him from like 2 to 4, and I was like, pretty hesitant because I don't work that day, But I was like, okay, sure, this is for Dom. I can help Dom out. I don't mind. And So I go throughout the rest of the day. I'm helping my dad with this boat. They're trying to leave on Tuesday. All that good stuff. And 2 o'clock rolls around, so I go. This was yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I go to the diner, and I realize,
Shit's hitting the fan.
yeah, I see Gabe online cooking. I see Chris. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
That's different. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've,
that's
I've seen
different.
Gabe cook like twice.
I used to cook. Gabe basically taught me like most of the restaurant cook. Yeah, and then so I'm like, okay, that's weird. CJ comes over and he goes, hey, greetings, and he goes, hey, do you mind cutting some bacon bits? I'm like, yeah, I can cut some bacon bits. And then Gabe's like, Corey, run middle. I'm like, not cutting bacon bits. And so I hop up on the middle, start cooking. We're going good. I see the ticket times go from like 40 minutes to 30 minutes to 20 minutes to 15 minutes. We're catching up. 4 o'clock hits. We're doing good. Get the rush out. We're good. Gabe's happy. Chris is happy. Good day, having a really good day. Actually, Monday for me was actually like a really good day. It went bad really, really fucking fast, but I'll tell you later. And so, anyways, the diner's open. The diner closes. We start breaking down. I walked into the dish pit to break down some dishes, and I see David kind of like walk out, but the way he was walking just seemed a little angry, like a little upset. And I was just like, okay, well, he's probably just taking a break, Does that all the time. Take a break, whatever. Walk back, start cleaning up. It's been like 30 minutes. Dishes are piling up. I'm like, where the fuck is David? I walk outside, put my head out the door, and I go, hey, Chris, because he was taking a break. I'm like, is David over there? He goes, David quit. I'm like, David quit? Like he's gone? He goes, yeah, he's gone. And I was just like, okay, I'll go get Levi on dishes. That fucking sucks. And so I go back in and get Levi on dishes. I'm going, sweeping the front line with Dom, cleaning up and whatnot. My dad calls me.
I showed back up.
Yeah, Dom showed up.
I left at 2:30.
Yeah, and then Dom ended up showing up around like 4 again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sweeping and cleaning up the line with Dom. This is like 4:40 or so. My dad calls me, and he goes, "Hey, I need your help with the boat. When do you think you're gonna be down?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'll try to leave as early as I can. Maybe like 30 minutes more or so." So we get done. I go back in the dish pit, try to help Levi a lot, and then like I really got to go at this point because I want to see my family before they leave, and help them out because I only had like one more day with them. And so I left. I felt a little bad. I told Levi, I'm sorry, left some dishes, but I got to go. And so I went. I left. I went straight to my grandma's house because my dad told me that he had Theo with him because I left him at home. And when I got to grandma's house, I was just like running around, helping my dad out with stuff, and Sapphire, which is my uncle's dog, comes out. She comes thundering down the lawn to play with the Theo. And a couple times as they were playing, I look over and I noticed that Sapphire was being a little bit more aggressive. She was like really into it, and Theo was not quite liking it, and he whimpered a couple times, and I'd go over and stop them, have them take a break, But it's still decent. I'm still feeling pretty good about the day. But I started helping more with my dad and whatnot. We're about to end. The sun's starting to set. I'm painting the bottom of the boat with this like anti-barnacle stuff. And I hear the dogs running behind me. And then I hear Theo whine once. I'm like, oh shit. And then he whines twice. And then again. And then again. And then again. He's just going off, and it's super loud, super scary. I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around, take a mask off because that paint was toxic. Drop my hat, go sprinting towards my dog, me and my brother. We get up next to him, and he's like whining, freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Are you okay, dude? It's okay. I go down to calm him, and he like turns around, God, bites my hand so goddamn hard. It didn't hurt. My right pinky's just numb.
Yeah.
Like it's still numb. Like bite down, it just tingles. It goes numb.
Yeah,
like
hit a nerve.
That's not good. He is hurt because he bit down so hard, and I didn't see what was wrong yet because of the angle I was looking at him. He lets go of my hand, and I like go down, grab his body. I'm like, hey, it's okay. No, it's okay. Whatever, it's okay. You're good. And Josh goes, no, look at that. And I like turn over and I see his skin. Theo's skin on his neck is just like degloved by like 6 inches. I'm just like, fuck, shit. That's bad. Hospital now. And my mom's over. She's looking at me. Theo is like whining so loud. They had to yell over him just to hear each other. We kick Sapphire off because she's still like going down on him, just like trying to play. And we're like, what the fuck happened, you know? But we go over. My mom is yelling at me like, hey, I'm going to grab some rags. You get him in the truck. I'm like, yeah, okay. Pick him up, walk over. I'm like, Josh, open the door. He goes, no, other door. I'm like, fuck. Run around the other side of the truck. You go, open the door. He opens the door. I lay Theo down. He's whining, but starting to calm down a little bit. My mom comes over, grabs some rags, and we throw it on his neck. And I hop in the back of the truck. My brother hops into the driver's seat. My mom hops in the passenger seat, and we go. We're off. My dad stays. He stays by the boat. He's calling Wasatch Animal Clinics, calling Arcadia, all these stuff, but they're all closed and the vets are all gone. They went home, and then he found the place in Salt Lake. Meat Vet, Health Vet. I don't know, some place. They're pretty cool. He calls us. We're like zooming down the highway. My brother's speeding like a demon. Vroom, gone. And we finally get a hold of a vet. We go, okay, here's the situation, blah, blah, blah. The dog's hurt. And we drive down an hour all the way down to Salt Lake to get to the vet. The entire time I'm in the back seat with cloth like around his neck to stop bleeding. He didn't bleed very much, so that was good. But we got there. They don't allow anybody into the hospital because of COVID restrictions. They come out with a gurney, so because he can't walk, he wasn't putting any pressure on his right foot. And then Theo like freaks out a little bit because there's more people. He like gets up and hops out of the truck and he whines and he lays down because he's in pain. And I'm like, okay, hold on, back up. Let me grab him. I grabbed him. I put him on the gurney. They strapped him on. They took him into the hospital. And we're like, okay. Now we wait. There's nothing we can do. And so at this point, I was like, okay, the dog's taken care of for now. He's not going to die. He's fine. He's not bleeding out all that much. He's just in a lot of pain. And I go, Josh, you saw what happened. What the fuck happened? And he said that Sapphire, they were running around, just playing like they normally do. And Sapphire had bounced up onto him as he was running. And when she landed on him, it threw him into the corner of a raised flower bed or garden bed, like a really sharp piece of wood. And it just went right through his neck, like degloved his neck like by 6 inches. It was terrible. And so now I'm a little upset because it could have easily been avoidable.
Yeah.
If Josh had finished the flower bed, that piece of wood wouldn't have been there. 2, if my dad decided not to bring Theo, that could have been avoided. Or 3, my Uncle John had trained his dog not to be so aggressive, which is a big one. But yeah, that happened. And then we stayed. They told us it was going to be a couple hours till he's into surgery. He's not life-threatening. He's stable. He's good. So we went home. I got home at like 11 or 10 or so. Eat some food, took a shower, and then we called the vet. They didn't answer. And so like, okay, we're going to go back up because they said he should be done and ready to go home around 12 or 1 or something in the morning. So we drive all the way back down there. And they finally are able to answer their phone now. We were calling them the entire way down, but they didn't answer until we got there. And they're saying how much it was going to cost, what's the deal to fix it, when the surgery is going to happen, when we expect to pick him up, all that stuff. It turns out he was on a waiting list until about 4 or 5 in the morning to get surgery.
God damn.
Which is fine because they were busy. There was a lot of other dogs, and if other dogs needed it more than him, I'd rather them get it.
Yeah, most definitely. That's how they treat anything, man.
Yeah.
You know?
They're trained. They know what they're doing. And so we go back home. I get like 2 hours of sleep. Wake up at 6. Call them. They didn't answer. As I'm on hold, they call me back. So I answer, and they say, hey, your dog's ready for pickup. I'm like, yeah, okay, obviously. And go down, pick him up. And now he's all bandaged up. $1,200 later, here he is.
Yeah.
Taking a nap on the couch.
Yeah, he's just vibing on the couch.
Yeah, but like,
Just a little tired dog.
it really pissed me off, and it really pissed my dad off too, because my Uncle John, it was his dog that caused it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't blame the dog, obviously, because they're just playing. They don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But John, one, has not asked me at all how Theo is. he didn't offer to pay for any of the medicals, even though it was partially his dog's fault. He didn't even say sorry for his dog's behavior or anything. He hasn't even talked to me since.
Ooh, goddamn.
Yeah, he blamed, immediately after finding out what happened, he blamed Josh. And then he blamed Theo. I'm like, what the fuck? No, this was not Josh's fault. This was not my fault. This was not my dad's fault either. So yeah, I'm quite livid about my uncle right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still worried about Theo.
Yeah.
Like his recovery, like it's that one silly just accident because it like what pissed me off is that it could very easily have been Sapphire instead of Theo.
Oh yeah.
And when John, if it was Andy, which is John's ex-wife, I don't know, they're living together, told my dad that it very easily could have been Sapphire, and Dad's like, yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
And then Andy said that if it was Sapphire, and he found out how much, and John knew how much it was going to cost, he would not have paid it. He would not have taken Sapphire to the vet. If I didn't take Theo to the vet, he would have died.
Yeah.
He would have got infected 2 weeks later, died a miserable and horrible death. So not only does John not apologize for it, not even offer to help me, if it was his own dog, he would have let it die.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Is this the uncle that picked up the piano with us?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so...
I'm sorry, dude. That is a fucking shitty weekend.
Almost.
Yeah, and it sucks because,
That is-
like, Monday was a really good day for me. I felt so good. I got so much sleep. I felt great. I got to see Dom. I got to see some stuff, you know? Like, I helped out the diner. I was feeling so good. And then, like, just like that,
Yeah.
I was scared.
Ooh, I don't know. I wasn't happy with Monday from the start, man. It's like I called Chris Sunday night when I got back, and I was like, hey man, like it's Memorial Day, you know, like I work Mondays. I normally work at 9. I haven't seen the new schedule that's been put up. Like, am I in at 8 or 9? Like, am I in at 9 or am I earlier? You know, like he told me 8. And Chris was just like, so by the way, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a lot of prep. We're gonna be really busy. And I go in, and on top of both of those things, I'm looking at who we have for staff, and we have me and Chris and Julio.
And Brandon. But
Oh,
Brandon
we were
quit.
supposed to have Brandon, but yeah, no more Brandon.
Oh, yeah, CJ wasn't even supposed to work that day.
CJ wasn't.
Neither was
supposed to,
I.
No.
What the heck?
Yeah. Either way, and then actually we had Levi, and Levi was there to dishwash, but I ended up pulling him into prep quite a bit. But it was a joke from the start because I really, I don't know, I put my time management skills to the test more so than they've ever been before in my life because I don't know, I was good, and you know, I figured if anything was like top priority, Chris would have been like, hey man, so make sure you focus on this, and this first, you know. And I saw burgers, and I worked on burgers, and started doing some fries and doing some blanchers because we didn't have a lot. And then after that, shit just hit the fan, and you know, immediately we just needed all of these things, and I was the only person back there, and we were like running out. Like, we were all out of peppers and onions, sauteed onions, diced sausage, like all of that got called out to me at the same time.
That sucks.
We didn't have a single backup of any of those things in the back.
Oh, Theo, don't move. Oh my god, Theo.
What up?
Alright, just move over.
Corey's
Sorry,
done.
Theo. I know, it hurts. Here. Where am I moving over to? Out of it. Alright. There you go. See? You're fine. Yeah, here, Don, look. All of that. was just like-
Goddamn.
Yeah, no, like.
They did a really good job sewing it back up, though.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah.
There you go. Good dog.
What a good noise.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Either way, we were just out of all of those things. And then I just had to, like, work on a small bit of everything at the same time. So I'd do, like, you know, I'd cut enough for one think of country to go. And I did enough for one container of peppers and onions. And enough for, like, per each order of sausage. Like, I just kind of do that. And in between that, I was focusing on one task in between, like switching off to get bits and pieces of the rest of these done and cooking so that we could have them for the time being. And then Levi came into the kitchen, was no help, and got a waffle. And I don't know. I kind of accepted that from the beginning. I was like, I'm going to be doing this all by myself. So,
Oh, I'm sorry, Dom.
oh, it's okay. Levi came in, and like in the time he diced sausage, I finished doing like all of the potatoes, all of the peppers and onions. Like, I cut chips. I got those all good. Like, finished up all of the country, all of the fries, and got peppers and onions in the time it took him to dice sausage.
Jeez.
Yep.
Oh, Levi, I love the kid, but he's got to get faster.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so my weekend was pretty shitty. Dom's weekend was pretty mediocre as well.
No, my weekend was good.
Oh, was it?
That was Monday.
Oh, you're right. That was Monday.
Monday was shit. My weekend wasn't bad.
That's true. Monday was shit.
I don't know. It was pretty wacky going camping though. I definitely got to meet some new people, and that was fun. Oh my god, there was a So I went camping. And I went up with some of my buddies, and I don't know, Zach. I feel bad for Zach because he dude, somehow he ended up getting 2 dirt bikes and his car up there. Now then,
Jeez.
dude, you can't bring a trailer up that road. Like Zach's car, you had to drive it going like 2 miles per hour, and you have to like be real good at avoiding stuff because that road.
He had to drive his motorcycles up by himself too, or his dirt
Yeah.
bikes.
So pretty much what he
Jeez.
had to do is he had to use his dad's van to bring them both up, and he had to bring them both up, and then he just took the keys and he brought that back, and then he brought his car up, and then I don't know what order he fucking did it, but he had to ride one up, do like a 20-minute walk down to ride the other one up, to do another 20-minute walk down to ride the other one up. Will he get his car up?
That sucks.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't have taken them.
yeah. Well, I'm happy that he did. Like I had a really good time.
Oh yeah, you wrecked, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Ah, stupid.
Not all that bad. Corey, you want to see the worst that I did?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not shit.
Okay.
All right,
He can't roll up his sleeve. Has to undress.
Yeah, I have to undress.
Ah, okay.
No, it's not shit.
Is your hand numb?
I mean, you can definitely see where I scraped my hand, but
Yeah. Right. By your
yeah,
thumb.
right on the yeah.
Yeah, my right pinky is still numb.
Oof. Dude, I
Chopped down
don't.
so hard.
I don't know. I'd
It's okay,
say
though.
give it about a week. Like every single time I don't know anymore. Like I get pinched nerves so easily,
Yeah.
and like everything falls asleep.
Well, I can
so
see the
fucking easy.
wound that
Yeah.
caused it. It's like, it like didn't
Yeah.
even bleed.
Oh, dude.
Like
Yeah.
nothing. And when he bit my hand, it was just numb. Like
Corey,
no pain.
With my entire you remember when I had my like entire arm just go numb?
Oh yeah, you told me.
I did that from sleeping on it. I slept on my arm fucky, and it was just numb for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Ouch.
And I was taking ibuprofen, I was drinking water, I was going easy on it, but like it was just
Speaking of water, I should probably
fucked. Thirsty dog.
You're gonna make a mess, dude.
Anyways, so I went up the first night after work. Me and CJ went up there, and I don't know, like my car most definitely couldn't make it up, so I asked Zach if he could give me a ride, and he was like, I really don't want to, like I've been indulging a little bit, like I don't want to drive down, and it's not like it's that far, like it's just one dirt road, and we were the only people there, and I was just parked on that same road. I just didn't want to walk up with all my shit because that's like a 20-minute walk, and I didn't want to do a 20-minute walk with like coats and blankets and sleeping shit, and I was not about that life, but talked him into picking me up, and I went up, and I found it funny because everyone was sleeping other than him and my friend Carson. Like everyone else was already asleep, so I got there, and keep a secret, but we had fires every night, which is super hella illegal right now.
Kinda illegal.
Well,
Depends on what type of fireplace you had.
yeah, no, it wasn't an illegal enclosure.
It was not a legal enclosure.
It was not an illegal enclosure.
Oh.
You can have ones with tops like
Yep.
you've got,
Yeah.
or you can have one that is set up by the state. like in one of those,
Yeah.
like the concrete. And
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Fires aren't illegal. It's just like lighting a fire in a dirt hole is illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We
Setting
drink-
fire to the forest is illegal as well.
That's true.
It's my favorite kind of bonfire, though. They're so big,
Yeah.
so warm. Makes
Yeah.
the best s'mores.
Oh,
Forest
yeah.
fires. Forest
fires.
arson is the best arson.
Oh, yes, it is. Anyways, everyone ended up going to sleep, and me and CJ just kind of sat up until probably 2 a.m. before we went to bed. You know, like we sat by that fire until like there was no more flame and all of the coals were dying. Then we were really extra about putting it out. You know, as you should be.
Yeah.
Like we were.
Yeah. Even if it
Really?
isn't
Yeah.
low
No, exactly.
fire.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that was our week, Bailey. How was yours?
Oh, bro, I'm not even done yet.
I'm sorry. I'm not
only
even
one day.
done. I'm sorry. That was only one day.
That was only my night that I got there.
Wow.
So the next day I woke up and I don't know, we ended up going down. We went to the store and picked up some more stuff from Food Town. We needed plates and stuff out, so I got stuck cooking with Carson. You know, like I cooked breakfast and yeah, I mean that's
I ended
fine.
up cooking breakfast at Flaming Gorge as well.
Yeah. No, that was me. And in fact, like anyways, so that night, well, I don't know. We went to Food Town.
That's
Who's-
Okie.
Oh, that's Okie.
Fucking garbage Nazi. Yeah.
The garbage Nazi.
Yeah. What a bitch.
Anyways, we went to Food Town, picked up all of our stuff. We went back, and when everyone else is going up, I see my little brother. I was like, So I don't know. He kind of like comes over, and I roll down the window, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, bro, like, I'll come and see you guys soon and talk to everybody." And my dad's just like nodding his fucking head up me, like, "Don't try to fucking get your car up there. Like, your car will not fucking go up there, you know, because we were in my car." But I was just bringing us to my friend Zach's car so that he could bring us the rest of the way up, because I didn't want to park by all of the main camps, because I didn't want to piss anybody off, you know, and just have like my car chilling somewhere that they could be camping. So I parked it up on like the first clearing when you start to go up this fucky road, which is only like 30 seconds up it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I asked Zach if he'd just leave me his car, and him and my other buddy took the dirt bikes up. And I don't know. I went and talked to everyone for a minute and ended up, I don't know. My dad told me I could borrow the side by side, and I was like, cool, man, legit. You know, like I stayed there for a minute and ended up going back up. You know, it's funny. I couldn't get Zach's fucking e-brake off of his car though, because like I sat there for like 15 minutes and I tried to call him, and like finally I got through, and I was like, "Bro, how the fuck do I get your e-brake off of your car? Like, I have been struggling so hard." And he was like, "Dude, you just gotta press it and pull up, and then it'll release and go down." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
So I don't know. I did that, and I drove the car up, and you know, my friend Carson's girlfriend and her friends were over there too, and I was kind of talking to everybody, and I was like, "So, pre-warning everyone, like, my father's here. I've been talking to him, and I know how he is, and he's just going to, he's going to show up within the next like hour. Like I know how he is, and I know damn well that's what's gonna happen. And he's gonna come up and just, yeah, and then after that, he's gonna send more people up to come and harass us." Everyone's like, "Shit, like, does that mean that we should put away like everything that we got, because we had like 8 bottles of hard liquor, and we just had beer, and we had a food cooler and we had an alcohol cooler, and they were both filled up the same amount."
Nice.
Same amount.
For the going away party that we did for my father and my mother, they also had an alcohol cooler.
Yeah.
All the alcohol wouldn't fit in the cooler. We had to pull up another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, that was, we had lots, and everyone's like freaking out, like, "Shit, should we put this away?" And I was like, no. He doesn't care about any of that. Just don't start a fucking fire. Like, if you start a fire, he will lose his fucking shit. They're like, "All right." And then, yeah, like 10 minutes later, he fucking pulls up and starts talking to everybody, and it was really socially awkward for me, and I just kind of sat and drank in the corner a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. And then I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. I drove a side by side slightly intoxicated. I feel like everyone.
Stupid.
I feel like everyone's done that though. Like, that's something that like I'm not really like I don't know. I feel like you can have 2 beers and like drive a side by side just fine. You know, like I wasn't on a main road.
Yeah, if you're driving side by side, the only person you're gonna hurt is yourself.
Nah, I had other people with me in the side by side.
Okay, yeah, but it's not like 2 different families, you know, like in a head-on crash.
Yeah.
With another car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I mean, a side by side, like they max out at like 30.
Oh.
I don't know,
Well,
dude.
I mean,
Some of those,
I was gonna
I
say.
mean,
some of
no,
those
no, don't-
lasers that go like 85.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, you know, you
Okay.
Like,
Don't
I
get
drove-
me wrong. You can. Okay, you can. Like this one, like it was street legal. You know, like by all means, like it can get going 60. You know, but like when you're on a dirt fucking road, you don't got to be going 60. You know,
That's
especially
true.
when you're going up
Yeah.
a fucking mountain. So like, I wasn't, and I don't know. I ended up taking everybody on that, and everyone kept asking me if they could sit in the trunk, and I was like, no, you cannot. Like, and everyone was like, well, like I trust myself, and I'd be like, okay, cool, and they'd be like, do you trust yourself to drive? Like, are you good to drive? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. They're like, so I can sit in the trunk, and I was like, no, you can't sit in the fucking trunk. Like, you know, by all means, like, I'm not gonna be doing anything fucky, but if anything happens, like, I don't want anybody in the trunk. At least if everybody's within the vehicle, like, you know, there's the bars and like all of that shit. Like, even if you're not wearing a seatbelt inside of the side by side, you are drastically safer than if you were in the trunk.
True.
Like, I'm not. Yeah. Either way, I took that. I kind of went around. Then, end of the night, I went back, and it was a whole thing because I drove the side by side up to where we were and dropped everyone off, and I drove the dirt bike down originally to go and I don't know, just so that I could bring it back up, like drop the side by side back off, and then bring the dirt bike back up.
Yeah.
But my friend Carson ended up taking the goddamn keys.
Ah.
Yeah, so I went up and then we all chilled for a minute, and I don't know, him and his girlfriend got into a fight, and she was leaving with the other people that she brought. And oh my god, I met this one kid that I love to death. His name's Hakeem, and he's got like, dude, he's got like my most favorite hair ever.
Afro
Nice. Afro hair.
Oh, I remember you texted me about him. You told me about him.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you said that. I don't remember word for word, obviously, but you said Hakeem, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Hakeem?
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ends with an M.
Hakeem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You said that, and that he had an afro, and that you love him.
Yeah. He's a little cutie.
Little cutie.
It was only my second time meeting him. The other time was I ended up going to Salt Lake with him last Sunday. But
and that's where I live.
yeah, that is where you live. You're right, Bailey. That is so wacky.
Didn't you even come fucking visit me?
No,
I've been
going to
busy.
an illegal
I'm
vape
sorry.
show.
Nobody loves me.
Bailey, I
It's
love
okay.
you. I don't know, man.
It's
like,
just- I just don't have a
if you
car.
go down to Salt Lake, you got something to do in Salt Lake, you know?
That's true. That's a good point. That's a valid point.
Yeah.
I'll come visit.
Yeah, no, like I'm down to come visit too, but like it's
I'm just busy until my parents leave. And my
When do
brother
you? I
moves
think
in.
your
And
parents
Dom
left
moves in.
today.
They were going to, but they.
With the incident, they're leaving later.
It's not just because of the incident, but that definitely didn't help. They just need to finish packing their sailboat. They're not quite done packing. Oh, and to add insult onto injury, guess what else my uncle did?
what?
He had the sprinklers off all week because of a family reunion that they were having. Okay? My dad, everyone knew my dad was going to do this. He was going to put all of his tools onto the yard next to his boat. He's going to sort them, put them back in tool bags, put them on the boat. Right? That was going to be done last night, but Theo got hurt, and so that kind of put a damper on it.
Yeah.
So he's going to do it this morning. He was going to get up at 6 o'clock, go down there, and finish, right? So that he can leave Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning. John turned the sprinklers back on. My dad had power tools out. All of his, like, the bags are in the dryer right now, actually drying.
That's fucked.
It is. He can't put his tools on the boat while they're wet because it's going to rust the boat and the tools. And his power tools, he's not entirely sure that they're going to start again
Yeah.
because it was cold last night.
Yeah.
It could have frozen.
No, for sure.
Like,
Yeah, no, they're lithium batteries. Like they're not meant for that.
and guess what else?
What?
He didn't apologize. My
Yeah.
dad told him.
You know what I think about that?
Tell me.
That wasn't the thing. The thing was this.
Nice.
Give him a bep. But
Yeah, no. You're just like, oh.
Is Dom gonna throw hands with your uncle? Because I will find a ride. I will find a ride to Camus to see this shit.
oh yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty mad at him, so I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, I'm not gonna go gang up on my uncle.
You don't want to
I'm
humiliate his uncle like that.
joking.
Dom.
Yeah, I know. Little 115, 115 pounds, 5'6". I'm a
Yeah,
whoop
but
his
the thing
ass.
is, we all know how strong you are. Like, you are freakishly strong for your size.
That's true. Dom is.
Nah, I got little string bean spaghetti arms.
Yeah, which is what makes your strength so terrifying.
I don't know.
Maybe Dom's a demigod.
Maybe. Who's your mom?
Sheena,
Who's your dad?
Billy.
It's definitely not
Zeus?
Billy.
Yeah.
I think you mean Zeus.
Zeus.
Billy.
It's
What,
Theo.
what a name.
Theo's my dad.
Theo, you his dad.
Theo's my dad.
Theo's just trying not to be in pain.
Yeah.
Looks like his
You give him
painkillers.
meds or anything?
Yeah, we gave him meds. He has to take 3 pills like every 12 hours.
Mm.
Painkiller, antibiotics, and a nerve thing. Like it's like a painkiller, but it's specifically for nerves. It's not like an anti-inflammatory.
It's a nerve blocker.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know. He's fine if he just doesn't move for a couple of days, and then he'll be able to walk around.
Yeah.
That's
And then
still
he'll be able
like
to bite your shoes again,
what?
and then he'll be able to bite your shoes again.
Yep.
That's
and
true.
He'll be right back to biting shoes.
Yeah,
He'll have to catch up on all the shoe biting.
but like this is like over a month of recovery that Theo has to do.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
I'm really pissed.
I can imagine why.
Yeah.
That is very frustrating. We had something like that happen when I was living in California. So our neighbor's dog just like mauled our Chihuahua.
Oh.
Yeah, like just degloved from her neck to like her shoulders.
Ooh.
Like this big golden retriever just fucked up this Chihuahua.
I'm sorry. That's worse than what Theo got right now. Like Theo's
Yeah,
pretty
and he
bad,
didn't
but
pay
it's not.
shit. Like he didn't have to pay a dime, which it was such bullshit. We didn't like that neighbor. That neighbor was a douche.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't your own family screwing you over.
You know, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
luckily, I haven't really had to deal with that with any. Well, I don't know. I mean, to an extent, there was this. My family's always had little itty bitty chihuahuas. Well, my mom has. It's over at my dad's house. Nothing like that has ever happened to like any of our dogs. Like all of them have just died from like old age. But
That's how it should be.
yeah, no, most definitely. But I did have a Chihuahua when I was like 10, and it was kind of fucked. Like the Chihuahua was my mother's, but then we moved into the apartments, and I don't know. My mother worked out of town a lot, so she'd leave her with my grandma, and then I don't know. My grandma just ended up claiming the dog as her own, which was fine. Like that. That was okay. My mom
Did he
was,
get really fat?
nah, it was
Oh.
a she, but
Oh, sorry.
like I lived like so close to my grandma that it like wasn't a worry, and I'd like see the dog like every morning when I went over for piano, like all of that, like whatever, like we were over at my grandma's house quite a bit, so it wasn't really that big of a thing. But my grandpa goes out of town too a lot for work, and ended up like running her over one day. Like
Oh.
she got super duper excited that he was home and came running in and ended up like getting hit by his truck and had her like entire thigh was just like split open. She just
Aw.
bled out to death.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and like that's something that you definitely like you can't do anything about that. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, some injuries it's best just to put them down.
yeah.
But
Yeah, most definitely. And then I don't know. I'm always spooked with my little dog because like she's a bit of a dumb bitch, and she will just go like running after fucking cars, or well, not cars, like not really cars, but like children and people on bikes, or like anytime she sees a bigger dog, she'll like go storming over. But luckily, like we've The only dog that's really around is this, like, our neighbors have a German Shepherd, but the dog's, like, super duper nice, you know, so Coco will go up and just start barking, and, like, the dog will just stay calm, just kind of, like, look at her a little bit, and then the dog will take, like, one step towards her, and my dog will just start whimpering and come, like, running back, and I always find it so funny. You know, and she keeps doing it, like, over and over, you know, like, over and over and over and over, and I'm like, God, you are so dumb, you know. But then on top of that, I don't know, I feel like everyone else is just chill with the dog, like hanging out outside, and I'm like, I don't care what time it is, like, I will be in bed and I will just barely wake up from a nap, and I'll hear the dog outside, and I'll be like, you know, dead fucking sprint to the door just to see what the fuck's going on, because I don't know, I'm just spooked that she's gonna get hit by a car or something.
Yeah, if a dog gets hit by a car, chances are you gotta put him down.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's pretty hard and
Oh, yeah.
expensive to fix.
Oh yeah.
You know what's crazy though? Like if that happened, if what happened to Theo happened to a human, that would have been like thousands and thousands of dollars. 3 nights in the hospital,
Yeah.
like tens of
Fuck
thousands
it.
of dollars. Like,
Corey, I've got an episode of South Park for you to watch.
oh yeah, does it tackle that? Tackle that?
Kinda.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right.
They the episode is called Fun with Weapons, and all of the boys go and they buy all these like martial arts weapons, you know, and they trick the guy, and they just, you know, he's like, well, you need some parents, and they're like, well, you see, we're actually all orphans, and our parents
no.
died, and you know, they just guilt trip the guy into selling them to him. But they're all playing, and they're all like in their disguises, you know, in quotation marks, and they meet Professor Chaos, which is Butters.
Butters?
Butters. That's his name, but I don't know. Like one guy ends up throwing like a shuriken, hits Butters right in the eye,
Oh,
and they don't want to bring him to the hospital because they don't want to get in trouble, so they end up like dressing him up like a dog and just telling him to act like a dog so they can bring him into the vet because the veterinarian's like an old blind dude. So Butters is just going around whimpering, like just saying woof woof
oh no.
woof woof. Dude, I can
Oh,
find
you
it.
know what else is crazy?
What?
My mom last night was telling me, because she worked on the ambulance for a while,
Yeah.
for a long time. She was telling me that they get their pain meds, like the high end pain meds, from veterinarians.
That's wacky.
Yeah, like you know when you get into an ambulance, how they give you a shot or something of some type of painkiller, some type of anesthesia, kind of.
I mean, no, I've never been in an ambulance before.
Oh well,
But I mean, I could presume, you know, like
Yeah,
they gotta keep
that's-
something there for, yeah,
that's the same thing that vets use for animals, but I think it's just more diluted. She was saying.
yeah.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, all in all, like even, you know, for the most part, I feel like anything's gonna work relatively the same. You know, like even
yeah,
if it's say a nerve blocker, like a nerve blocker is gonna work on pretty much anything with nerves. You know, like it's gonna go in, it's gonna attach to the same receptors. You know, because they
Yeah.
do the same job. So,
yeah. Well, the argument is that it's a lot cheaper for a dog or any other animal.
Oh yeah.
Like even if it's something minor on a human, it's gonna be so much more.
Oh yeah.
Like how much does an X-ray cost?
Ooh. I
Be a lot of money.
I've had some X-rays, but I've always been on insurance.
Exactly. So the reason why hospitals jack their prices up so much is because they know that health insurance can cover it.
Yeah.
And so like there was this one guy, his name's William Osman or something. He's on YouTube. He made his own X-ray machine because he was angry at the bill that he got from getting an X-ray. It cost him like $60-something thousand for an X-ray, but insurance covered it, so he only had to pay like $2,000 or something.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
$60,000 for an X-ray?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Like what?
Is everyone
He built
ready?
his own for like a couple $1,000s. What's up?
I think that's good. Okay, let's hear your bark, Butters. All right, now we just gotta sneak him into town. Now remember, Butters, when you get to the
This is
vet's office, you
terrible.
need to stay down on all fours and... Butters, listen! At the vet's office, you need to stay down on all fours and bark a lot. We gotta hurry, it's getting late.
That's terrible.
Whoop,
I hate that.
What?
Can you imagine
whoop.
having a shuriken in your eye and
Oh,
have to
dude.
cosplay as a dog?
Yeah, nope, it'd be awful. South Park is it's real fucked. Real fucked.
I almost just ended the call. I'm sorry.
Oh, it'll happen, man.
Just like moving my mouse around.
God damn, I had something else I was gonna talk about, but I can't. Oh, guys, I got onto the weirdest YouTube channel ever earlier. You know, like
Yeah?
I was kind of bored and I was kind of thinking about it because I watched this thing on like fun facts about like crows and how crows are like a really really smart bird in general. And I was like, I wonder how hard it is to like train a bird. You know, because like I fucking love birds and I've loved birds since I was like littler. Just to have like like not. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I got on this guy's like YouTube channel, and the guy's like a little bit kooky, but I mean, oh well. I He becomes drastically more kooky. The first video that I watched, he was like, I don't know, like if you want to train your bird, like really really good way to do it is just bring him on a car ride. I'm like thinking the entire time, like how much bird shit is in your fucking car right now,
Oh
dude?
no.
Like but he's
Oh.
just got like two pigeons, and they're
Sorry.
just chilling up on his shoulders, and I don't know. He's just kind of like vibing, talking about how it's good to have them in like a enclosed space, just so that they have to be close to you because it kind of gets them used to you. And he talks about like
Makes
raising
sense.
them and how it keeps them so that they're not as likely to like run off. And he talked about one pigeon that he had, and he had it with him, but he was like, like this pigeon, I've raised it like it's about 9 years old now. Like it's fine. Like after about like two years, like year and a half, like I trust it to stay on my shoulder. I know I can walk out. I can bring it outside. I can drive with the windows open. I can walk from my house to my car. Like I can kind of walk around, and I know it's not going to run off. I know it's
That's
not
pretty
going to
cool.
fly off. Now then, this other one here, like it's chilling right now, but I know that like if I was not watching it, it would do this and this and this. And the guy kind of went on. He was talking about different types of birds and what they're good for. And he's like, so if you're having a bird and you like, the entire time he's bitching about crows, he's like, everyone wants a goddamn crow because supposedly crows just pick up shiny things. But crows don't necessarily like shiny things. Like, they could, but not every crow's gonna like shiny things and go and get you shiny things. Like, And then he started talking about his crow. And he's like, for instance, my crow just like sharp things.
Oh.
Like, not shiny, just sharp. Like,
Oh.
screwdrivers, like, all of this random shit. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he got talking about how much of an asshole, like, crows are. And he said that they are, like, literally the worst bird and how, like, they're good, but they're definitely not for, like, a first-time bird owner because of how, assholey they are. Anyways.
Yeah. I can imagine crows being massive assholes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they're so loud, too, just squawking for food. Like, anyways, so I got like diving deeper into all of this guy's shit, and I was like, man, like owning a bird would be pretty cool.
Death wants a bird.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you trained a bird from like a young age and you could just get it to like chill around and not really do anything like fucky, 'cause,
That'd be
like,
cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to cage a bird. At the same time, though, I wouldn't want to have to deal with bird shit. Like,
That's true.
That's
If you let it just roam around the house. I wonder if you can potty train a bird.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like train
I
it
was
to use a
wondering that
toilet or
myself.
a litter box.
I couldn't find that many like videos on YouTube. Anyways, I get scrolling through all of this guy's shit, and like he's just got some of the most random like. All right, man. He's got images of Bigfoot. Okay, he's got like straight up like 8-minute long YouTube videos of him just showing Bigfoot, and he went on a long rant about how his father ended up shooting Bigfoot in like 1953 and just kept it in a freezer, and how it all got passed down to him on his will. And it's like, I don't know,
Show
man.
it.
Show it.
Show
Look,
it.
Look here. I will.
No,
I
I mean
will.
the Bigfoot in the freezer.
The Bigfoot. Oh no, he did.
He did?
He did.
Oh.
I'll find it. It was wacky. He's got like
Does it
little
look
leg
real?
bits and arm bits, and I mean it.
Let me here. I'll pull it up on this. Who is it?
Oh, okay. Let me try to.
And if it's not real, do you think he just killed someone, put him in a Bigfoot suit, and then put that Bigfoot suit with the human
Dude.
inside in his freezer?
Dude,
What the
I
fuck?
don't even know. Like the one thing, like you look at it and you're like, well, that fur looks like really fucky, but at the same time, like that weighs a lot, and those look like legit bones, and you just get confused like the entire time. Let me just try to find my my watch history here.
What's this man's name? What's our
Okay,
hero's
okay,
name? Our
okay,
heroine.
Okay, on YouTube. Okay, I've got it. So it's Peter Kane dog training.
Peter?
Kane, Caine.
Dog training.
Yep, and if you scroll through his videos, he's got 7 dedicated to Bigfoot.
Okay, let's find this.
Yep, low-key, the guy reminds me of Zach's dad.
Hey, Australian cattle dog.
It's Tracer. She's an 8-month-old cattle dog.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like he's got some decently informative videos, you know, but some of the other things you're watching, you're like, what the fuck are you going on about right now, man? Like,
Raven doing good during molt.
Yeah, I just read that. OnlyFans goes mainstream.
How to bond with duck. Leash technique with dogs.
Bigfoot Roma
Sheep.
hunting.
3 weeks ago. Skinny Hulk. What the fuck?
Skinny Hulk.
What?
No,
What
it's
the
funny.
fuck are
It's funny
these?
because like,
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Where is it? Is it this
Gonna
one?
be with Destiny the Vampire Girl.
I mean, that's one of them, but there's like 7, man.
What is this?
They're like, I don't know. You know, it's funny though because like,
This
the video
girl
that I
teaches
ended up
dog to
watching.
stay. Sorry.
The video I ended up watching was from 4 years ago, and the guy is like not gray at all 4 years ago, and it just threw me off how much he like went downhill over the course of like 4 years. And I was like, what?
Was it
Yo,
good?
this,
Is he like
this man has
reasonable, or
so many fucking videos.
is he
Oh,
just
dude,
kind of
he's
silly?
got a lot.
Vampire girl? What the heck?
Yeah, no,
Cooking
it's-
for
it's-
Bobby
it's-
Flay?
It's a weird as shit. Dude, click on playlist.
Pet duck.
Oh no.
He
Life
just
of
has
a
a-
cave
maybe.
woman.
A 12-hour video
Alright, go get
of a
him.
starling nest.
I saw the time. I didn't see the. Oh, Peter goes to Walmart.
Yeah.
Updated yesterday. Oh my goodness.
All right, and then we have Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
My pet Raven. Sleeping with Remy, my pigeon and best friend forever. Frogman, skin and ear.
Yep.
How Dogman enters my barn.
You know, God,
2 years ago.
that video is so fucking awful and so fucking fake, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Chippy goes to Walmart, Home Depot, and Peter buys something.
I mean, have you seen like frozen fur?
Nope.
That looks quite. Hold on.
Either way, I found it weird as shit. Frozen furry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Theo. I didn't mean to yell. I
Oh.
just got scared.
Yeah, sorry, Theo. We're sorry.
What did you look up? You looked up frozen furry?
You was trying to
look-
type in
So,
frozen
it's
fur,
one
and it
last
accidentally
time.
went to
Let's
frozen
really
furry.
It's gonna be on my search history. Frozen fur.
Yo, what the fuck is this sheep video, dude? It's just sheep dancing.
No. I
Bro,
want like.
this shit's weird.
Hold on. Frozen fur.
The video I
What's
ended
it?
up watching first was him in his car with some parrots. I mean, no, with some pigeons.
Yeah. Okay. So look at this.
Yeah,
Or like this. You know, like
Yeah.
real frozen fur,
yeah,
right? And then
Yeah.
look at this.
yeah. I mean, he also claims that that's like 65 years old, though.
Well, I mean, if it's frozen and preserved, it shouldn't age, really.
Yeah. It will like hella dry out, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, you
all
could
of these
freeze it
are.
in
You
there.
can tell. Like, look at like.
Yeah.
There's no moisture in that. That was. Oh, it's a frozen cub. Yeah, see, they look like almost mummified. That doesn't really look mummified.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fake. Fake.
Fake news.
Fake.
He's got a whole ass video where he shows Bigfoot's whole ass body.
Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, no,
This
I
guy's
wasn't
weird.
convinced either. The guy's weird as shit.
Does he come off as intelligent in the slightest? Oh wait, I didn't mean.
He comes off as excessively liberal. He's got like he's got a 30-second video of him just calling a guy so fucking stupid because he was trying to make his dog a vegetarian, and he told him to unsubscribe. He's like, I don't need you. I don't need this.
I mean, dogs shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he went on about. He was like, you know, man, like a dog's a dog and dogs have to eat meat. Like,
That's true. Clean up after Dogman. She wants to watch.
looking for Bigfoot.
So you think I'm the problem? So you're upset.
He did the wrong year.
He
Wrong
did-
year!
He did do the wrong year.
He did do the wrong year.
Are the Greys messing with it?
Oh my
Idiot.
god. Oh my god. Let me tell you about what this guy claims for the Bigfoots. Okay, so he claims.
Your hand was really warm.
Oh, I got so confused. It took me a minute of like watching some shit to find out what the fuck he was talking about, because he'd be like, personally I think that Bigfoot is just sent here by the Greys. Because
The
like we
Greys?
never I'll get to that. I didn't know what the Greys were for like 20 minutes. Like I watched a minute just because I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Okay.
So anyways, he's decided that the Greys just they come and they I don't know, that pretty much Bigfoot or Sasquatches are just messengers for the fucking Greys, and they just relay all of the information to them, and that's why we don't have any Bigfoot bones, is because the Greys, which are gray aliens, are sending them to Earth. Now then, he doesn't have any proof for that. He makes that clear, that is just his own idea, because there hasn't been a lot of stuff, But it's the Greys, man. It's the fucking Greys.
It's a start, I guess.
Yeah,
Hypothesis,
it's the
sure.
Greys. Yep.
Fucking Greys.
Yeah, the fucking Greys. So he just refers to them as the Greys, or just
I gotta
as
turn
the
Bailey up, I
Grey.
just realized I can't. Oh no! What did I click on?
A 6-hour-long video.
I ain't listening to all of that.
No.
Bailey, talk
Hello.
Hi, Bailey.
again.
Hi.
Okay, now you're like really.
Yeah, Bailey, stop being so loud. Goddamn, stop it.
Hello.
Oh, okay, you should be good.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right, I
Yeah,
want to
he's
find
good.
I want to find one video though. I want to find the one that I ended up watching.
I've never seen Theo sleep so much in my life. Good. Needs it.
All right, we'll just.
I must go soon, though, gentlemen.
Oh man, you
No,
haven't
you
even really
can't.
said anything though.
Yeah, Bailey, what the hell?
It's okay. I've been listening. I've been contemplating and understanding the situations presented
Mary-
before me.
Married to a pigeon.
Is he really, or is he married to the vampire girl?
I mean. I
Or
don't know.
Destiny, because I saw her name in the title.
Isn't Destiny the vampire girl?
I don't know. I don't know the lore.
Is this it?
This is my pigeon.
This man's the lore.
This is my pigeon.
About 2 years old. Remy was found on the street and somebody called.
Oh, Bailey can't hear this.
Oh, Bailey can't hear it.
And she
No.
lives with me now. She's my pet. I love the bird. It was very very soon after she.
I can stay for a little bit, but I don't have a lot of time.
When do you gotta go?
So I want to talk about what
Not necessarily a particular time. I just need to get started on all the homework I missed for the last week.
Oh yeah.
Bailey, why you slacking?
Well,
Here
I
we
guess
go.
this is a good
Here we
segue.
go.
All right.
This was the video that I ended up
Yeah,
running.
it's like
into.
biting you.
So on Thursday, basically, my dad planned a trip for my brother and I to go with him offshore fishing 100 miles offshore
Oh,
San Diego.
oh, wait, you got some explaining to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
you
get
do.
there. Here, I can send the photo. That way Dom can see it, too. So, essentially, left Thursday. The flight was good. We landed in San Diego at
God damn.
I don't know,
That's a big
Dude.
fucking fishy.
noon or 1 o'clock.
That's
or
a,
something
that's
like
that's a big fucking fishy, Barry. That fishy
know.
bigger than me. That fishy as big as you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
thing's huge. It's like almost a shark.
Did you eat it?
Not yet. It's being processed
Very nice.
into fillets and then frozen. I think my dad picked it up today.
Oh my god, I want some.
I will have 150 pounds of it. So
Dude! Do you mind dropping some off?
fuck yeah, dude. I'll come down for a podcast when my car's working again.
And we'll just
And I'll
we'll
just bring-
we'll
I'll
do the
bring down a
podcast
couple of
while
food.
we're cooking food.
I'm down.
That sounds dope as
We could
fuck.
do we could do some sashimi or make nigiri or make we could do seared tuna. There's a bunch of stuff we could do.
That's true.
Anyways,
Nigerian
so
seared
get there
tuna.
Thursday. We get on the boat Thursday night. We're meeting up with some of my dad's friends. We were invited on this charter, and we get on the boat. And it's an old boat. It was made in the 30s. It patrolled the waters between California and Hawaii for Japanese during World War II, and then it
Wow.
has been remodeled since, maybe possibly multiple times, to be a fishing boat.
Impressive.
Anyways, super
Oh,
stinky,
yeah.
super smelly, fun time. We get out there. That was the first day that I caught that fish.
On the
So
first
it was
day?
Friday. Yeah, Friday we caught that.
What a way to start.
And other people are catching yellowtail tuna, and some people got a couple like bonito, and then we got 15 bluefin tuna that day. That was one of them. That was probably the biggest one of Friday.
Wow.
Saturday we caught like 3 or 4 bluefin, probably like 10 yellowtail, and then we caught like a rockfish or something. And then Saturday we got a white sea bass, like 5 or 6 more bluefin, and then a fuck ton of yellowtail, like 20 yellowtail. And this is there's 18 people on this charter, plus 6 deckhands. Now,
That's a lot of people.
I caught like 4 fish. I caught 1 bluefin, 1 yellowtail, a really small, so 2 bluefin, 1 small one, 1 that big one, and then like a weird rockfish thing from the bottom, because I was fishing a jig.
Yeah.
And 18 people. Anyways, it adds up to like 4,700 pounds of fish. It's all being processed. It's at this place called 5 Star Fish Processing in San Diego.
You guys are keeping all of it?
Yeah. Not me personally. I mean, it's being split 18 ways.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Oh, but you got that big fish, yeah?
it's being split.
No, I might get someone else's fish.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was all processed as one order, and then it is being equally divided.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's hope I get mine. That'd be dope. But it probably won't matter. They all kind of taste the same.
Yeah.
They're all
I mean,
wild.
you're not going to be able to tell after it's all processed.
Yeah. But it was a good time. It's really hard being that far out, and like just knowing like if I fall off this boat, I'm dying.
Yeah.
If
Don't
If
fall
you have
off.
like 18 people on the
if
boat,
I
though,
fall
like,
off this boat and no one knows, I am dying.
yeah,
Like, the scary thing is that drowning is silent.
Yeah.
So calling for help is really, really difficult.
yeah.
And the boat's rocking 24/7. Like I don't have it anymore today, I don't think. But yesterday, even after getting off the plane, getting home, going to a barbecue for Labor Day, and then falling asleep, I was still like, your body still feels like it's rocking, and it doesn't really
Just
go pretty much gone today.
motion
But
sickness.
super fun trip. Love being with my brother. Love being with my dad. But the deckhands were such condescending pieces of garbage that I would never want to do that again with them.
Wow.
They except for 2 of them. One of them, Luke, he was cool. He was helpful. He was considerate of like the fact that none of us know what the fuck we're doing. Like we're
True.
we don't live on the ocean. Like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. I mean, we've all fished and stuff before, but they like expect you to like know all these things and like. Anyways, and then
Well, yeah, but
the chef Steve was fucking dope. He was an absolute homie. But the other 4, Captain Billy, Captain Bob, Nate, and this other guy, were just like, when you're fishing, the goal is to like play the fish. You don't want to have to like you want to tire the fish out to where you can bring it in. But the way they are fishing on the ocean that way is you just outgun the fuck out of this fish. You just winch it in. Like you just use really heavy line, and the goal is to just get the fish in the boat as fast as humanly possible.
Jeez.
And, like you'll get a fish on, and then like 2 of the deckhands will just run up to you. It was always the 2 deckhands that always ran up to me were Nate and this curly hair guy that I can't remember his name. But they would just like, if I ever stopped reeling, they would just be like, keep reeling, line. And I was like, damn, dude. Or like, if the fish started moving directionally on the boat, they would just start like screaming like, stern, walk to the stern, walk to the stern, walk to the stern, walk to the bow, walk to the bow, walk to the bow. And it's like, damn, dude, like calm down. Like
That's
we are just
intense.
trying to have a good time and like fish, and y'all are fucking with it.
So
And
that
then
one kid goes
after-
overboard on the group project.
After talking about it with everyone, after we got off the boat on Monday morning, we went to breakfast. You know,
Breakfast.
first day back on land, we're all excited to, you know, eat at some fucking Denny's.
Ooh,
And
Were you hungover?
No,
Were you
I didn't
intoxicated?
drink a lot. Basically my uncle, he's just my dad's friend. He's been around since I was born. He was there on the trip with us, and he's like, I think they were so incessant upon us catching the fish because they place bets on what boat gets the most fish.
maybe.
And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're totally right!" Like they totally just, it's like a competition to them. They don't give a fuck about you. All they care is about how many fish they can get in this boat.
Wow.
But
Where was
Yeah.
this? I missed the place.
100 miles offshore of San Diego, kind of
Oh.
just past the border of Mexico. We kind of did like a
Dude, that's where my parents are
south-
leaving from.
southwest vector out of San Diego into Mexico waters, and then chilled there, and then back up to San Diego.
Nice.
All that in a weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's a pretty
Yeah,
busy weekend.
Thursday night we left the harbor, and then Friday morning we woke up at like 6 or 7, and we were 100 miles offshore, and then we just kind of meandered within like a 10-mile radius around that, around that point, and then Sunday night at like 8 or 9 we headed back to the harbor. Got in at like 5 in the morning.
Jeez. So early.
Yeah, woke us all up. They were like, "Yo, you got to get your stuff off, pay your tab," because there was like there was a kitchen and the chef, Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve was dope. Steve's a fucking homie.
You're a homie.
Did he make good food?
Yeah, I wouldn't call him like a gourmet cook, but he made use of a boat's kitchen very well. Like he made food that was edible and satisfying and filling and relatively healthy.
Nice.
So like
That's
he has
better than a
he has
chef that can't do
tiny
anything.
flat top, no 6 burners, no burner or anything, an oven, like a working table. I don't even know if he had a cutting board. He had a couple sheet trays, a microwave, and a rice cooker, and that was like
Gotta
what he-
have
he
your
got
rice
to work
cooker.
with. Well, yeah,
Oh, speaking of
It was a
rice,
good time.
I want
I'll
rice.
send more. I'll do an Instagram post, and I can send more photos once I get the photos from my dad.
Dude, you do it.
But I just didn't take any photos.
Any more massive fish?
There are some more massive fish photos that my brother has. The yellowtail tuna are all about like 30 pounds, give
Oh.
or take a couple pounds.
Those are pretty big.
And then that one was probably 220, 240 pounds.
Oh, you know
to-
what I
that you're
want?
looking at.
Chris's ahi tuna.
I've got
That
some
sounds
tuna at my house.
No way.
Yeah.
I have a tuner on my phone.
I made Chris buy some, and correction, Chris bought some, and I said, hey, I will buy as many of those off of you as you will sell me. And I ended up getting like 15.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you bringing them here?
Yeah.
You want to make dinner one night?
Sure. Gotta give you the pre-warning. I don't have 15 anymore. I'm down to 6, but I mean, if it's just me and you, like,
My brother might be here.
that's fine. I mean, we can have two per person and cook it up with some other shit. Like,
And
that's,
then I can pay for all the other ingredients since you paid for the tuna.
I mean, I got the tuna for like $2 a fish. So, I mean, I can
so cheap too.
I can pitch in on shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last night, it was when I was driving back home from the vet, and we were trying. I was texting Bailey to figure out what time the podcast was happening at, and he was like, noon would be sick. All right, I'll tell Dom that it's at 12, and he goes good night, and he sends like prayer hands or some emojis. I'm like 9G, send 2 things of cheese, and he just sends me a giant fucking fish. Like a fish the size of him. I'm like, what? Wait, what? You can't just say good night and then send me a shark.
Yeah, no, but
A 6 foot long,
that goes against the rules.
6.5 foot long fish. Like,
Yeah.
dude, what is that? What fish is that?
That was a bluefin tuna. That was the
Aren't those?
Ahi is a yellowfin tuna, which honestly, bluefin tuna and yellowfin tuna are almost indistinguishable from each other. They're
Oh,
very hard
seriously?
to tell.
Yeah.
But yellowfin tuna, their dorsal fin and then their two back fins are just like a shade more yellow
Well, is the
than
meat
bluefin tuna.
roughly the same though?
I don't know the flavor profile similarities, but yellowfin tuna grow a little faster,
Yeah.
but don't get quite as large. But they can still get up to like almost 600 pounds or something like that, like the biggest
Yeah.
ones.
This is closer to what you got.
A bluefin tuna can get to like 20 or 30 years old and be almost 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, I just looked up some photos of it. Some of them are like twice as long as a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, some bluefin tuna are fucking massive. Like
Jeez, yours doesn't look
absolute
yours doesn't look so impressive anymore.
No, that's
Thank
still
you.
impressive.
I'm sorry. No, it's
Bailey.
wildly impressive.
I'm still proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud too.
You're welcome.
But I really want to eat it. Oh, Levi texted me. Oh no, he's just typing.
Oh, what?
You think someone's been typing for like 7 minutes?
No, I bet he accidentally clicked on your name and accidentally put like an H and then deleted it instead.
But I texted him earlier saying I'm apologizing.
Oh, then he probably is texting you.
Maybe he's just really slow at texting.
No, it's
One
Levi.
letter.
It's Levi. He's not slow. He got distracted.
That's true.
Yeah. He's gonna be listening and be like, "Damn, Dom just called me out."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's like our only subscriber that's not us.
Shh.
Just saying.
Shh. 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 The viewers don't need to know that.
What
Shh.
The largest tuna ever recorded was an Atlantic bluefin tuna caught off Nova Scotia that weighed 1,496 pounds. Nova Scotia's
Wow.
up in Canada, right?
Nova Scotia. That's like where
And
Black
Canadian
Widow's from.
province, yeah. No, that's
Sorry. It's not Nova Scotia sounds like slightly Russian.
where is Black Widow from?
Go to the Red Room.
The Soviet Union. Natalia Alyanovna Romanova was born in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Black Widow, the movie?
Have you?
Nope.
My dad was watching it. I ended up watching like the last act of the show, and it was kind of bad.
That's how I feel about every movie that I
Like-
watch.
Like, which kind of sucks. They wanted to push this like family plot, and it was like really bad. It's
Yeah.
just kind of cringy. The comedy fell flat. The action was like, I don't know, really bad. Where is Nova Scotia?
It's just above Maine. Nova Scotia is just above Maine.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. If I'd actually take time to look at it, so it's like in Canada, but not.
It's it's a Canadian province. Like it's
Yeah.
good.
Ooh, you guys want to
Black
go
Widow
to
got
New?
good ass reviews. What do you mean? Got 79% tomatoes.
Corey's just saying.
91%
Corey's
audience
just saying
score.
that he thought it was. It didn't seem too good.
Like when you compare it to other like solo Marvel movies, like look at I don't know, was Deadpool Marvel? I know Deadpool is Marvel, but did Marvel Cinematic Universe make that?
I don't know if it's in the MCU, but I know what you're saying. Like
That was a
did you like
really
Thor-
really
did you like
good
Thor
movie.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, that was also a really good
Yeah,
movie.
Thor Ragnarok was fucking gas.
Like it had
Very
everything.
good.
It was so good. Or like the solo
Not-
Captain
not-
America
It
movies.
wasn't like
Like-
that kind of humor and that kind of story. It wasn't like not comparable.
He finally sent the message. No, like from what I saw from Black Widow, and I only saw like the last like 45 minutes of the movie. But that's supposed to be like the big climax, like everything. It just like it was kind of bad. Like they looked like they just kind of like, like the DC movies,
Mm-hmm.
how they're just kind of Aquaman was pretty good, but like this, and Wonder Woman was pretty good too. But like a lot of the other ones just kind of like fall flat, like Justice League and whatnot. It's like, you know.
Did you see the Snyder League? Snyder Justice League?
So I didn't watch it all the way, but I heard that one it makes up for a lot of stuff.
It does. It's very good. But I know what you're saying. That some of the DC movies are not as well made.
It seems like their selling point is more on like cool slow motion and action shots rather than like good plot and development. And that's kind of what Black Widow felt like. But
Yeah.
What's his name? Michael Bay.
Michael
Those,
Bay,
like,
yeah.
Transformer movies, like, big
Michael Phelps.
explosions.
Like the first Transformer movie was really freaking good. But as it continued, it's just like, okay, you're just getting bigger and cooler robots.
Yep.
Like,
Still fun to see though. Like
yeah. Fun. But like story wise, it kind of falls flat. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Like it was decent. It was okay. Like, it wasn't the worst movie I saw, but it was pretty. I cringed multiple times.
Happens.
Yeah, it's okay. It kind of sucks though, because Black Widow is like a main character. She kind of got
She's
screwed.
dead now though. She dead. She gone.
Oh yeah.
No more.
The other thing is like where, what?
Oh, I just said no more.
Oh. What is this? Does it take place before or after Endgame? Because I was told it took place after Endgame, but like she dead, even after
Before,
Endgame.
right?
Does it take place? It would make more sense if it was before.
She's still alive, right? I don't know.
I mean,
I
she's
didn't see the
alive.
movie. I'm not totally sure.
She's alive in the movie. I didn't see the beginning of it, so I don't know if it said. Oh man, Bailey.
Cynthia.
Shimfia?
What?
Cynthia.
You know
Jesus
Connor?
died for our Cynthia's.
Dude, I saw him today.
Yeah.
Jesus cried.
You know,
Yeah.
Cried.
Bailey, do you know Connor?
Connor.
Bailey's my Connor.
Mackenzie's
Connor.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He's working at the diner now.
No. Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah.
a construction worker.
Yeah, he quit because of school, and he was like, you know what? I could have a job, and so he got a job at the diner.
Nice.
Did they break up for so Kenzie could go to college?
No,
Oh, they're doing like long distance?
they're gonna try.
Well, Connor's planning. He asked Gabe if he could get every other weekend off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one of them can drive up or
Bailey,
down.
Gabe made me so salty yesterday.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
He was just trying to help. But it's Gabe. He came in while I'm like trying to like, I'm like rushing because I don't have anybody, and I'm trying to like do all this shit, and like I finally like, after being at work for like 4.5 hours, I finally like was trying to clean the table because it was nasty. And Gabe comes in and I'm like rushing, like frantically running around, and Gabe's just like, so there was a bowl of fruit that went out without strawberries, and I was like, okay, like I'll cut some strawberries, and he was like, okay, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna finish wiping this table off real quick, and then I'll get right on it with the rest of the fruit. And Gabe just like puts down one of our B&Bs on the fucking table as soon as I like turned away, and I looked back and I saw it, and I just moved it, and he like looked at me and he was like, no, don't do that, I have it there for a reason. And I was like, Gabe, I'm trying to wipe this table right now. Like, you've literally got the cutting board that is like a foot away, you've got another table, and you've got another table. Like, why do you have to do this on the table that I'm like doing shit at right now? And he cuts like 2 strawberries on the plate. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then, I finished cleaning the table, and a little bit later, I'm like cutting up some fruit, and Gabe comes over and he's like, no. Like, I don't know who the fuck is teaching all of you how to cut fruit like this, but this isn't how you cut fruit.
Oh no.
And I was like, all right. He's like, I'm going to show you how
Before
to
you
cut
go
fruit.
any further, I swear to God, Chris and Gabe need to have a conversation about how the fuck to cut fruit. Because every time I cut fruit, someone has some shit to say about it.
Dude.
Someone says I'm doing it wrong, and they need to just come to a consensus on the proper way that they want the fruit cut.
I would say small
this is
dice is
bullshit.
better, or like a
Well,
medium dice is better.
No. This was like cutting and peeling. Like this wasn't actually cutting. Like this was.
They get mad at the
peeling.
way you cut
Dude,
cantaloupe.
dude.
Like if you cut it in half before you peel it, or like don't cut the sides off, or if you take out the seeds before you peel it, or any order that isn't the order that they think it should be, it's wrong.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bailey, let me tell you the thing that really got me, okay? Gabe did it the same exact way that I did. Same exact fucking way that I did. Like, exactly the same. Like, Gabe bitching about how I was cutting fruit, and I was like, alright, Gabe, like, show, like, how do you cut fruit? And he, like, cut it, and he was like, that's how you do it. And I didn't say anything, I just sat in my head being like, dude, that's literally what I fucking do. I cut both of the ends off, and then I peel the entire fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then I cut it in half, and I take all the seeds out, and then I'll just cut it from there. Like that.
Yeah, I do it the same way.
That's exactly what Gabe did. And
You
I
know
was
what's
like,
funny? Chris does it that same way too.
No.
what?
Yeah.
The fuck do you mean?
Because when I was learning how to cut fruit like 5 years ago, Gabe showed me, and then Chris was like, "Yeah, that's good. Yeah." And I've seen him cut fruit the same way every single time.
Yeah. I found it either way. Like I was just, I don't know, man. Having the whole like strawberry thing firstly, because like the way I saw it is I was the only person running in the back, and Gabe was like about to lose his shit over like something not having strawberries on it, and I was like, dude, I am frantically running right now. We are all out of everything. Like, a goddamn table is going to be fine without their strawberries, and we're going to run out here soon, too, because, like, even after I cut the strawberries, we've only got, like, half a box left to cut. Like, I don't, like, yeah. It was extra. It was
I
real
forgot
extra.
that yesterday was Labor Day when you called me.
Yeah.
So I walked into how busy it was. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a Monday. What's happening? And then I remembered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jonas. Mosanga.
What's
It's time I must go.
No.
Goodbye, Barry. Have a good day.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
bye.
okay.
I will hopefully have a car ride down to your house next week.
I'm just gonna.
Cool.
I'm gonna make Corey watch an episode of South Park. You have any
Please,
episode?
dude.
Any episode?
Don't show him a shitty like. Don't show him like the the Ted Cruz one with the Scientology where Ted Cruz hides in the closet and then that rapper shows up and then he's in the closet.
Yeah,
too.
and they're both in the closet. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Don't show him that one.
Or maybe do. It's honestly a really good episode. Maybe the Member Berries episode.
I don't really like the Member Berries episode.
Fair. What about the World of Warcraft episode? That was good.
World of War. Yeah. Yep. Well, no.
Oh.
The episode's called Make Love, Not Warcraft.
Yeah.
You know, I good times with weapons. That was the one we were talking about earlier.
What's the one with the TV company where they have like the stitched on nipples on their shirt and then they just take them off?
Oh my God.
We're so sorry.
Yeah. Here at the cable company, our slogan is, "The customer is always our bitch." That's informative murder porn. That's the name of that episode.
Oh, you know what else happened this weekend?
What?
The rearview mirror on my car just like fell. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that happened to Zach's fucking dirt bike.
Oh no.
Like, just fucking fell off. It was just parked.
Yeah.
Like, just fell off. And
Yeah.
it wasn't the one I wrecked on. Like, it fell off.
Yeah, it just like got hot or something. The glue just
Yeah.
melted. So I had to epoxy that back on.
Oof.
It should be good though.
I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, Bailey.
Goodbye,
Toodles.
Barry.
Toodles.
Toodaloo.
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 All right, well that's a stream. So thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. We love you.